Hey guys, this is Zombie Lover, and this is like just kind of a wee bit of nostalgia for you guys. This is my, I'm going to show you some of my old vintage Star Wars figures from the late 70s, early to mid 80s. A wee gem that I picked up the last day in a, I guess you could call it a car boot sale slash flea market. And to the big collectors out there, this is probably going to look like complete shit, but I was so chuffed to get this. And it is an original carded Rey from Return of the Jedi figure. And in the bubble. Now, I can't be guaranteed that this hasn't been resealed and all that kind of crap, but for the nostalgia kind of a buzz is what I got it, and I'm really chuffed with this. It does have some imperfections on the bubble. It's cracked on the side, and the card is in very bad condition, but well, when I seen this here, I got it for €10, which is pretty good. You can see all the ones you can collect there in the series, and I would love to get more carded figures. You know, unfortunately I was too young when I first started collecting the Star Wars figures. I seen the first Star Wars movie when I was 5, which I think was in 1981, and I started collecting figures from then, and you know, I just never kept them in the package. I was too young, you know. I wanted to bring them out, I wanted to play with them, you know. I never intended to I never even thought about keeping them in the box, to be honest, but this comes with his weapon and all too, you can see it there. And it's in good condition, you know, other than the box is a bit rough, but for nostalgic reasons alone, I was so glad I got this. And that's basically just a carded figure, vintage figure of Star Wars that I have. I'm just going to show you some of my favourite vintage ones here, loose figures. This is the much loved Boba Fett figure, and it's pretty cool. As you can see there, he's not in bad condition. You know, I've had him for a long time. This guy was made in 1979, so he's pretty old, but he's cool, you know. Glad I have him. Getting these guys to stand now might be an issue, but even if they don't, I can just lay them down. And you've got Jedi Master Yoda. You can make him out too well. He used to come with a brown snake around his neck, which unfortunately through the years I just lost it. But other than that, he's got his cloak, and he's got his belt, and he's got his walking stick, his staff maybe. Yeah, well, it's a walking aid. You use it in Return of the Jedi to walk and that, like so. That's wee Yoda, Master Yoda, right there. Oh, down. Still can't get over that I got that card figure. Really cool. Speaking of vintage card figures of Star Wars, there is a website that I just found there online. It's an American company, and it's called Brian'sToys.com, and they do excellent vintage carded figures at reasonable prices too. Like, you know, you're talking like maybe around, like, you know, $20, some of them. Well, that'll be the really low grade ones, but they're mostly kind of around the $40, which is pretty good. Like, this is a Squid Head. He's complete with his gun, blaster, whatever you want to call it, and his cloak and everything. That's Squid Head complete, and he is in. He features in Return of the Jedi, in Jabba's palace, and that's him down there. Who else do we got? We got a vintage skinny Darth Vader, ultra skinny, but he's got his original vinyl cape, unfortunately missing the lightsaber. But you know, these, you gotta realize these guys were taken out of the boxes and they were played with. You know, Star Wars was played day in day out in my house when I was a kid. And this is my well, not original, but this is my Rey that I got years ago. This is this guy that we have boxed here, and unfortunately I lost his weapon, but I've got it back here now again, and that's basically the same figure there. And we got another really old one, which is from the original This is 1978 this guy was made, and this is Greedo, which you guys know from the original. Han Solo shoots him in the cantina. And that's him, Greedo. It's pretty cool. And speaking of Han, there's Han with his Endor camouflage coat, and it's unfortunately it's the one with the plain, no camouflage on the collar. I think the one that everybody is kind of looking for is the one that has camouflage on the collar. It's very rare. But other than the very discoloured cloth on this figure here, he's pretty good condition. Like, he's no paint scrapes or nothing like that. But most of my figures are. And this is a Tusken Raider, or Sand People, and he's missing his vinyl cape and his gaffy staff, which is a pity. But he's, you know, he's in relatively good condition too. You know, he's not too bad. You know, considering like they've been through the mill, as they say. You know, they've been in battles. See a wee bit of paint wear there on his belt, but and we've got one of the Emperor's. Ooh, fixing his cloak here. It's kind of all over the shop. One of the Emperor's guards, and his staff is missing, but his whole cloth gears there. I always loved this figure. It's pretty cool. And a few wee Ewoks. There's an Ewok. And Chief Chirpa, I think they call this guy. Yeah, and I've got a lot more Ewoks, but this guy, is it Tebow, is it? I'm not too sure, can't remember. Names kinda, I forget the names, but. And one of these guys, which is a pilot. I can't remember what vehicle or ship he pilots. But anyway, there he is. That guy. Luke Skywalker in his Hoth outfit. What's that? That's from Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, cool. And what else do we have here? Oh yeah, this wee guy. With his wee, like a suitcase, or maybe it's a toolbox. And he's got a wee apron on. What is this? Ugnaught, I think they might call him. Ugnaught, maybe, I don't know, can't remember. And that's that guy. And Princess Leia in the Bounty Hunter outfit. And I have her staff too, so she is complete, and there she is there with the helmet off. A cool figure. And that's just a few of them now. I do have a video up of, I've got over 60, I think I've got 69 vintage, original vintage figures, loose figures, but this is the only carded figure I've gotten. This is in very bad condition, but like I said it before, awesome to get this. I'm so chuffed that I got this, and I'm planning to order online, you know, off that website that I mentioned there, the brianstoys.com. I'm hoping to order some carded figures of that. And like, I know collectors like them in mint condition, and they're different graded, like they're like C7 grade and you know, all this kind of crack, and they prefer like the C9s and the probably C10s. But if I got a few C7s, I'd be quite happy, to be honest with you. So that's basically a wee quick look at that. And I'm basically doing this because due to the big release of the big hullabaloo of the Star Wars Blu-ray releases, I just thought I'd do a wee Star Wars bit for you guys, and we hope you like it. And that's another one from Zombie Lover. Take care. Bye bye.